And true crime. I am very excited to share with you today a little sneak peek, if you will, of I just got frog in my throat, of a little bit of what I like to do in my time when I'm not trying to solve crimes, and that is to paint with acrylics. And this is the anniversary that Summer was reported missing, June 15th of 2021, 5 full years. She would be 10. She went missing at 5. I have struggled through this case like a lot of you. How many nights have we lost sleepless? That was part of the reason why I didn't get much sleep. Because Summer is one of those kids that I can relate to. I was abandoned at 4, and instead of foster care, after just a week or so, my grandmother came from Oregon and picked me up all the way down, and you guessed it, Tennessee. See, my mom left me abandoned in a hotel with $2 bills. That's it. Now, she came back in the picture a few years later as if nothing had happened. But can you imagine walking away from a little 5-year-old? Well, I was 4 at the time, but by the time Grandma got me, I was 5. So I was Summer's age. I had never had shoes on my feet that they could tell because I didn't even understand how to walk proper in shoes. I didn't know how to use silverware because my mom would just open a can of soup, cold soup, didn't even heat it up, and just hand me the can to drink it. So I had to learn to use silverware. I came from a very poor background, and I look at my 59 years on this planet, and I'm grateful for everyone because I got to grow up because my grandmother was good. I got to have children, get married and have children. Summer never got that, you guys. Summer never experienced the joy of true happiness. You see how thin she is. You see her teeth are not in good condition. Her nutrition was shit. It's heartbreaking. I have a hard time because I can truly relate to Summer. And I'm pissed off that these worthless people that are involved in her case are so selfish. They won't even give the baby the dignity to let her have a proper burial. Anyway, I had to put my feelings somewhere. So I decided to paint, and I hope that you enjoy this. The way I do it is I record the painting, even if it takes me 12 hours, and then I condense it down into a very short time lapse. Hold on, y'all. I should have grabbed my box of Kleenex. I'll be all right. If you don't shed a tear in your lifetime over Summer Wells, then you don't know the case. That's all. I'm okay. All right. So what we're going to do is I pre-recorded it and I time-lapsed it, meaning that I took 12 hours and I crunched them down. And in that, how we're going to work it is we're going to donate whatever the painting sells for to the National Center for the Missing Exploited Children in honor of Summer. Okay? 100% of the proceeds. Now, you will have to figure in with your bid. There is let me put it this way. The opening bid is $30. That is to cover your shipping. So if you pay $31, you're only paying $1 for the painting, and you're paying $30 to cover the shipping. That covers if it's US or UK or wherever. I'll pay whatever is extra. But that'll get the painting to you. Okay, so the way you do it is you have to be in the live chat right now while we're live in order to bid. And what you'll do is you're going to put I bid first for me to accept your bid. So I bid, and then the amount that you would like to bid. Now, at the end of the video, which is, I think, 28 minutes long, we'll go ahead and we'll run down and actually close the auction and find out who the highest bidder is and who has won the painting. All right? Are you guys ready for this? Oh, Zoe. Zozo says, Summer, there are thousands and thousands of us who care for you, sweetheart. Truly. Hi, Serendipity. Hugs, hugs. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Hey, Lulu. 100%, whatever you guys pay other than the shipping part is going to go to the National Center, and I will make a community post with the receipt of that full amount, okay? All right. Are you ready to do this? Now you know how to do it? Summer never even got to go to school. Oh my gosh, Nikki. That's just so sad, so heartbreaking. All right, my lovelies. Let me get it on to live chat. Now, over on Inspired Canvas, my new channel I'm working on, I will be sharing a painting every single week. We'll have one featured painting. There'll be a live chat, and then it'll be auctioned off most likely as well. That won't be for charity, but it'll be auctioned off. And I think it'll inspire a lot of you to get your painting on, okay? All right, are you ready, you guys? That's right, Zozo did it exactly right. Let's grab the chat pen right here. And today we're going to put it over here. So that way I can pin your bid. So the highest bid will be pinned right here. And so you'll need to put an amount, $30+ to even get started. And if it doesn't sell, that's okay too. I'm just hoping to put a few dollars toward the National Center for Missing Children in honor of summer. Okay? All right. And it's to have a little fun and celebrate the beauty of summer. One of the things I thought about when I was making this painting, I'm looking at it. I can't wait for you to see it done. Now, this was a labor because nothing went really easy in this painting. It was a lot of struggle and labor to even get the cloud to work, which is not normal for me. Normally, it glides onto, most of my paintings glide together quite well. But I thought it meant a lot about how summer lived. Had to be a struggle. And I wanted to think about why Summer loved that swing so much. She could swing really high. And the trees weren't that tall on the edge of the property. And they were at the top of the mountain almost, right? So she would have seen the rolling hills of Tennessee down below. What an amazing view. And so I thought, let's capture that, all right? Okay, you guys, I've got us set up with a black screen right now. Are you ready? Give me a 1 if you guys are ready. Give me a 1. Give me a 1. And welcome in my live audience and my replay crew. Together, you guys are the perfect, awesome, amazing support team. And I'm excited to do this. Okay. Hi, Eleanor Savins. Hey, Smudge. How you doing? Lulu in the house. Nikki UK. All right, you guys. There's a 1. Hey, Betty Carter. Good to see you. Lulu's all 1s. Zozo's 1. Smudger, Nikki K. Everybody ready? Everybody ready? All right. Let me grab a drink real quick. I'm ready too. All right, so here you go. Now, if the music's too loud, let me know, and I'll turn it down. Thank you, Mama G. Hey, Jan Funk. Hey, Run with Scissors. Good to see you. Eleanor, Betty Carter. Good to see you. Everybody's ready. All right, here we go. Now, if the music is overtaking my voice, I don't know. Can you hear the music? Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's start it over. Are you ready? Here we go. Okay, how's that for volume level? Is that okay? So there was my little inspired canvas. All right, so the first thing I'm doing, you guys, is called an underpainting, which basically means you scribble. You make an idea of a suggestion, and it probably won't look like that, but you make a suggestion of what you would like to paint so that you have an idea of where things are going to lay, where your horizon is, where your foreground is, where your mountains are, if you're going to have mountains. And that's not water I'm suggesting there. That is the rolling hills. So I had no idea how I wanted to do this. So I thought, well, let's just block in these mountains, right? I'm like, let's just make something on the page make sense. And, we don't even stick to that. But like I said, I don't give up. And it was for summer. So I was like, let's do this. We'll figure it out as we go. Now, the sky itself normally comes together. One of the easiest things I do. Not in Summer's painting. It took me a long time. And even till the end of the painting, I come back and I keep making adjustments. So you got to stay till the very last second to see the actual painting all come together. Hi, Betty Carter. How are you, lovely? Jan Funk, good to see you. So I wanted this idea of this really, really, really blue sky. So what you're seeing is me trying to get the color I want. And I wanted a light side so that you could really see the tree that Summer's swaying in. But there comes that blue. So you remember, acrylics are translucent, meaning you can see right through them. And so you have to do multiple layers. And as they dry, they also dull and dry darker. And so blending is one of those things you have to be oh so careful that you actually keep pushing that color until it is just pushed into the canvas. And that is the colors I want, but I want it really, really blue. And I want to get us some really big clouds in there too. See me trying to lighten it up, but the blue just overtakes it. I'm like, come on. We'll get it in just a minute though. But I will tell you, I thoroughly enjoyed every minute. I think that's why it takes me a long time to paint an acrylic painting, is because I love it, so I tend to futz around a little bit. So everything I do ends up being bigger than I intend when it comes to painting. So you can see I intended to have a little cloud here. Well, I couldn't stop making this cloud, so it gets really big. But hey, it's authentic. It's authentic. Do you guys have an opening bid? So remember, $30 is for shipping. So your first bid that opens the bidding would mean you would have to put in a bid for $31. And that $1 is going to go to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. And the $30 is going to be to ship it to you. Okay? So all you would need to do if you wanted to put in a bid is put I bid and 30 whatever, or even maybe you want to bid more, who knows. But I really know I don't like this shape of the cloud, so I keep enlarging it, right, rather than take some away, because I don't want to have to paint that blue again. So I'm like, I'll just keep making shadows in the cloud. I'll keep pushing this cloud around until it feels natural. And like I said, normally I don't have an issue with clouds. But for some reason, this cloud, like I said, every bit of this picture was a labor of love. Now I'm starting to get the feel of my cloud. I'm starting to like the shape a little better. It feels loose. It feels free. It feels flowing. The energy feels like it's moving a little bit. And there, I'm enjoying that. I like that. Whatever trips my trigger. It's like one of those things where when I get it the way I like it, I'm happy. I'm like, all right, So now what we've got to do is we'll add more clouds later. I kind of want to take a break from clouds. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, if this is going to be way far off, have you ever looked way far off in the distance at mountains? They almost disappear into the horizon, and they get darker the closer they come to you. So there's levels. You say it's mesmerizing? Thank you, Zozo. Hello again, Miss Jan Funk. Hey, Mama G in the house. How you doing? Hey, Betty Carter. Good to see you. So I'm just winging it. I'm like putting a little bit of fog in between. I'm darkening each level, but then I just keep putting another level in front. And then after I get that row of them done, I'll take and put a little bit lighter fog underneath it, because you want that contrast of the next layer to show up. And if you have it too dark and then you put dark on it, it's not going to. So they're getting close enough, the clouds are, that I figured I could start almost shadowing the side that's not got the light. So, aw, thank you, Charlene. Thank you. Is it Charlene? Thank you. All right, you guys. You're starting to see it come alive. You can see layer upon layer upon layer. So we're adding a little bit now, not only the highlights, but the dark side. So you can see one side of the sky is light, one side of the sky is dark. So we're adding a little bit of shadow on the darker side, and just a hint of lighter highlights on the right. Rachel Mary just put a bid in for $5, $35, you guys. Let me put that one up a little bit higher too. I forgot we weren't going to be on that same screen, so we'll put the bid here. Let's go ahead and make it nice and big so we know who's got the winning bid at this time. And I want to say, Rachel, you get the goat. So at least I know we've made $5 already at the least from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Now, as you see, what we've got is the hills are coming closer, and here's my problem. I want to go green, but at the same time, as you paint, if you paint things dark, it's going to look really close to you. So I'm like, but you know, that's the struggle I had, is getting green to be light and still meaningful. Okay, so we're building up layer after layer after layer, and I didn't know how many to do. I kind of felt like I wanted it to feel like it went on for forever, because that's what the Tennessee hills, the Tennessee mountains do. Ah, you're welcome, and thank you so much for the bid, Rachel Mary. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Okay, we're starting to get some shape here. I think we can even think of bigger mountains, right? Now, I needed to figure out how to transition into big mountains, because Summer lives on a big mountain, not little. And so we've got to somehow break it down to where we take and go from the little mountains to a bigger set of mountains. That was the struggle. Smudger says, Mama, your painting is amazing. In a million years, I could never do a painting like this. Can't even draw a circle. Well, you might find you can do a lot better than you think. I had a great deal of fun with this. Like, this was a thrill in painting it, because I learned so much. I made 1,000 mistakes, but I also corrected them and didn't give up. I just kept seeing how I could do things. You see a heart in the cloud runs with scissors? Oh, I do too. I never saw it until you said it right in the middle of that cloud, and it stays there. But I think I cover it with a part of a tree later. Okay, big mountain time, you guys. This is where we had to get brave. I had to be like, okay, where's the big mountain coming from? So it had to be darker because I'm bringing it forward. I want it to feel closer. Okay, we're going to the big, big mountain. I see it. I see it. I see that heart. That's awesome. Okay, we got a couple big mountains in there, don't we? And look how natural it came. I'm like, oh, so you just paint them in. And there's hardly any need for transition. Wow, Lulu says, I see it. I see it. Maybe that's Summer giving us her love. That is so sweet. I never saw that. I certainly didn't paint it intentionally, you know that. So you guys, we have a bid for for $35, which means that $5 is going to the National Center for Missing Exploited Children and $30 for shipping. And so our next bid would be $36 or whatever you would like. Summer hears us. I agree, runs with Summer. Runs with Summer. There's your new name. Runs with Scissors. I love you, honey. Zozo says, this is what I love about Mama D's paintings. We all spot little beautiful things. I can see the heart in the cloud. Lulu says, I love pictures with mountains. Yeah, that is the perfect heart too. Okay, you guys, I think we're gonna have to leave the mountains alone soon and do something else. I think we're gonna go back up and try to mess with clouds, which is, you know, scary because I really don't want to mess up what I've already done. But if I don't try, it won't come out the way I want. And I thought I would just add a few little clouds, but no. It just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, so I fill the sky with clouds. But they're beautiful too. They're beautiful. So we're gonna have to come back and work on these clouds. These mountains later, because I'm at the point to where I'm like, not sure what to do with them. I feel like I need to step away from them for a minute and come back to them, because I literally redid it like twice and it still didn't feel the way I wanted it to feel. So I'm like, okay, let's take a breather from the mountains, and pretty soon you're gonna see me jump up and start working on the sky again. A message in the clouds from heaven, right? Okay, so I'm lightening up the horizon, but I'm also putting a light smoky haze, like a cloudy haze, not smoky, but cloudy haze over those very far off, so that you could it goes on forever, right? Now right here, I had the right idea. I was like, I want to make little clouds across there, and I should have just left it there, right? That would have been good enough. But no, Mama D got to make it big. And I just couldn't quit. I was having so much fun making clouds. I was like, you need more clouds. That way she gets shade from the hot sun, right? It is Tennessee. So you guys, at this time, as you can see on our screen, if you're just joining us, we are auctioning off a painting that is being shared right now, one that I did yesterday. And we have a bid for $35. Now, $30 of that is going to go for shipping, but that means we have sold our painting already for $5 at the minimum. But if you would like to outbid that person, you just need to put $36 down. Now, keep in mind, if you don't have money, don't bid. This is no obligation. This is for a charity. And at the end of the video, I do ask that the person pays for it right away so that I can make sure and ship it out immediately to you. And also I can put a little receipt out there, because when you pay for it, then I go and pay, put what do you call that? Donation out to the National Center for Missing Exploited Children. I get a little receipt and I can post that. Messages in the clouds. I told you the clouds just kept getting bigger. I couldn't help it. I'm like, I just need lots of pretty fluffy clouds. And I need them to have depth and I don't know, I mess them up. I really do. But that's what clouds need, is to be messed up. They need to be free. And that was also part of it, is clouds are free and they're floating and so I was kind of like wanting that feeling of freedom. So we're just adding some little bit of shadow in the clouds, because we always have shadow in the clouds. That makes the white stand out. You see another heart? Where do you see another heart? I probably overpainted it. In the blue? In the blue. I don't know, hon. I'm still not right where I want to be. I feel like the cloud needs depth. So I'm adding shadow underneath it to support it. And trying to figure out what makes it work and what doesn't work. So I just keep layering the paint. That's why I said it's a labor of love. Certainly didn't come easy. That's looking like the right color now. I think my color was too dark that I was shading with before. I like that color a lot better. It feels more cloud-like. We'll break up that hard line a little bit. Almost made it one big cloud. I like had to stop myself, y'all. There we go. Now I'm starting to like it. That looks good. That looks good. Now they're sharing the same infrastructure. They're sharing the same color of blue highlighting. Hey, Brandy Martina, I haven't seen you forever. So good to see you, love. You said, oh, this is beautiful, Mama D. Well, thank you. I'm going to grab a drink real quick. It's wonderful to see you, Brandy. It's been a while, hasn't it? So now, what I want to do is start building that row of trees that outlines Summer's property and separates the hills from her property. Now here, I think I screw up because I'm like, I want it to glow like the sun's there. Well, I don't have the sun. I do, but I don't have yellow sun. So I'm like, shouldn't have done that. So we'll have to come back and fix my oops in a minute. But that's what's so great about painting. So what if you make a mistake? Like I'm doing right here. You can go back in and just put some color. Here I'm trying to rebuild those. I want it to feel rolling. And that's where I'm struggling, is I don't want these mountain. I want it to feel like you see in the pictures where just like rolling green hills. Brandy says, hi Zoe, first time I made one of these, you know, that music and just the whole art, if you will, behind this live is so soothing for the soul. Aw, thank you. Thank you. That's what I was hoping. Hey, Linda Beatty. Nikki, I looked it up and came to delete, but thank you. My birthday is February 2nd. I'm very sick and I just dropped in every once in a while. Well, good to see you, Linda, love. I hope that you get to healing. Okay, so we got our underpainting, if you will. Now we're going to start doing a few highlights, change up the greenery a little bit. Thank you so much, Linda. Love you, hon. Thank you. I appreciate you. Now, one thing I found out is that Summer's world may have very much been barren of a lot of things, but she had green in her life, lush, abundant green nature everywhere. And so that's was the other difficulty, is learning to be able to distinguish between levels of green. And that was hard to do. So now you can see I'm just reiterating that haze to make that, push that background back a little bit because the yellow didn't work. So now I'm like, okay, I repainted them. Let's go ahead, get a little haze. And now it's feeling a little further away. You said closer than I was 2 years ago? Yeah, she was surrounded by green, right? I mean, everything in the yard is green. So it really was a challenge because it wasn't like I was going to be putting snowy mountains against that blue sky. I had to put green mountains. I had to put green grass. I had to put green trees, green shrubbery. I'm like, oh, how many ways can I use green? And that got to be the challenge. So in a way, this painting that I've done for summer, I've learned how to master the color of green, right? I do like the sky. It did need all them colors, right? I think it needed the giant clouds. So we're gonna go into this lime yellow green. Yes, Summer loved being outside. And like I said, I'm capturing the view that Summer had from her swing. Now, you guys, this painting has a bid from Rachel Mary for $35 already. If you would like to donate or bid, right, then you're going to get the painting. But whatever you pay for it is going to go to the National Center for Missing Exploited Children. 100% of what it sells for, except the shipping. So minus the shipping. All right, now we've got to get where the sun is hitting that grass. So here's where I can maybe put my bright, like lime yellow green. And as I'm highlighting this, I'm trying to make it really, really bright. I realized I had to go back and add a lot of darker colors so that the other colors would stand out. Brandy Martine says, OMG, that is coming together so lovely. This is neat. Well, thank you. It was a labor of love. For real, for real. So now we're adding in the darker of the colors to kind of like you need that contrast for the light to show up. You need the dark, and that's what Summer was. She was the light in all the darkness. And so I was very much wanting things to, and I'm still not happy with those hills, but we'll get to them. We'll come back. Now we're going to put grass. And they didn't like to mow yard very much. So there was some higher grass, which made the idea of a much prettier picture than mowed grass. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to add all these different colors here of really pretty grass. And now we can be like, okay, this is where the sun isn't shining. So that little sliver of really light grass is where the sun is hitting. But we're going to add a tree, and that's going to shadow the ground. So it means that we have to just continue to add grass and add grass and add grass. Because the whole front part of the painting, the foreground, is just grass. But we get there, and it looks pretty good for grass, right? Though we're gonna work it. Aw, Nikki, thank you. You said yes, it's stunning. Thank you. Brandy Martine says, ha ha ha, right on the money, Mama D. Ooh, Betty Carter bid $45. We got it in the house. All right, you're going to probably win unless somebody outbids you. Betty, you get the goat. $45, which means that the next bid will have to be at least $46 if you would like to have this painting. It's going to get better, I promise. It's going to get better. We're going to do them hills a little more. We're going to keep working on this grass, and we're going to make this really awesome. We're going to paint Summer's tree, and we are going to paint Summer's swing. Ha ha. Brandy says, hey mods, I don't have a lot of money to buy the painting, but where can I donate $10 in Mama D's honor of her channel? Do it in the honor of Summer, and you can donate at the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children. If the mods want to grab that link for the National Center, that would be fantastic. They do have a donation site. And thank you, Brandy. Thank you. Okay, you guys, we got to make a really strong tree because we want these kids to be able to swing, and we want them to be able to see the mountains as they swing. At my grandma's, I had a little wooden swing off an apple tree. So we want a little bit longer branch there so it will support the swing itself. Smudger says, wow, so beautiful, Mama. Oh, thank you. We're just getting the shape of our tree, you guys. We want lots of branches so we can have lots of leaves. So now what I'm doing is I'm adding a very light gray to the tree. 1, to age it. 2, to define bark. And 3, because it's our underpainting. And so it lightens the area so that we can bring in our highlights on top. Now we're bringing in our highlight, that warm, like honey color, right? Time for tree leaves. And you just have to be free with your leaves. Can't really think about it much, just wherever there's branches. If you've ever looked, anywhere there's a limb, there's branches and leaves, right? Here's our little highlight. Not everything would be grabbing the sunlight, so you gotta put a little bit of dark. I want to make it fuller. I want this tree not to feel sparse. I want the tree to feel full, because summer's tree, right? I wanted it to provide shade for her. So I just keep building the tree up slowly but surely. I'll see if I can click it, Zozo. Yes, that is correct. Whoa. Sorry. Oh, I lost my bid. Hold on. I shouldn't have clicked it. It pinned it. Okay, we got to go back up. Where's our bid? There it is. Thank you again, Betty Carter. Now, if you guys, this is still up for bid. $46, and it could be yours. All right, you guys, we got to paint a swing. Now, summer swing was actually a round, like frisbee-looking wooden seat and one rope down the middle that she hung on to. And so that's what we're doing here. We got our full tree. I really like the tree. Feels solid. And it's not as easy as it looks to paint this little thing. And I'm thinking, oh, I made it too big. It was really hard to paint that little round thing. Like, it was a labor of love. That's all I could say. I was like, please let me be able to paint this. And I couldn't get it right. I'm like, oh my gracious. Then I remembered there had to be a rope underneath it with a knot, because that's what they did, is they put that little like disc that they cut out of wood. They had to drill a hole through the center and put a knot on it. But we'll get it. We'll get it. We'll clean it up. It'll be more summer style. Just takes time. And I made it big again. That's why I love paint, because even if you like completely go off rogue, you can always bring it back in, right? I'm adding a few highlights so that we can paint a light yellow color where the sun would be hitting the tree. Also, it ages the tree a little bit. Oh, thank you, Brandy, for donating to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Thank you very much. Okay, we got to make the knot. And we got to shrink this little seat down and kind of like make it feel like something she would use. Put a little shadow underneath it. Now let's rough up the rope. Put little frayed edges at the bottom. The rope was harder to paint with the seat than I expected. I thought it would have been like really easy. And then I got to thinking, we can't have all this grass underneath the swing because Summer wore out the path to her swing and underneath her swing. So we've got to make a path that Summer can get to her swing, right? And boy, did she have a worn out path. So we'll put a little bit of that together. Maybe a little darker underneath it where she really dug her feet in. That way you get a good run with your swing. Looks like it was there all along. Okay, we're going to fix our tree now that it's dry. So doing that light painting on the tree allowed me to come back in with that honey color brown. And now hopefully the swing is ready. I could do the same. I feel like that swing swings. Like every time I look at that swing, I think it's actually moving, just slightly swaying. Is that an illusion or what? Am I the only one that feels like that swing gets moving once in a while? And I know it doesn't. We'll trim that up, make it more realistic. Shorten that so it doesn't drag on the ground. There, we frayed up that rope a little bit. Made it just the size for little Summer. So he says this painting is so special. It has so much love and emotion poured in it. Thank you, Mama D, for caring so much. Thank you for watching, for sharing this time with me, for allowing me to share. So I wanted to add some natural flowers here and there. Now I go overboard with flowers. I have to take them back because the purple was too much. I'm like, oh, it looks like a floral garden. Like, that is not what Summer's yard looked like. So you see me, I'm taking away the purple because I'm like, it just too much purple doesn't work. So we'll just put some greenery over there. Like I said, you can fix it any way you like. We'll add some grass over here, and that's about it really. Now a bunch of sticks, right? Because there's always sticks and twigs and little details. So we'll just stick them up over here and there. What do you guys think? I really like the flowers by the tree. I think we're almost at a close, you guys. Right there's my signature. And there you have it. There's the painting, you guys. What do you think? Let me know from 1 to 10 what you think of the painting. I got it in the right lighting when I photographed it. This painting is so special. Oh, so. I appreciate you. All right, you guys. Let me come up here. Let me shut the YouTube off. And I'll show you it. That's how rich the color is. Like, there's something about this painting that is, and look at the rolling hills. Let's see, where's the light? There you go. Look, I got the rolling hills. Where is it straight? There it is. Look at the rolling hills. I got it. It took me forever to get those rolling hills. And then if you look how pretty these trees are. Where is it? Right there? The tree leaves are just so pretty. Let's see. I'll show you. Where's the light? There you can see the flowers. You can see how I did that rope where it's just worn and frayed like Summer's rope was frayed. And then, yeah. Isn't that pretty? You can see her swinging on it, and she is at peace. I honestly, when I look at this painting, I will take a double take because I keep thinking that the swing is starting to sway. And I'm like, that's not supposed to happen. Aw, Charlene gave me 1,000. Jan says a 10 out of 10. Cloudy Ann says 10. Betty Carter says an 11. Aw. Hey, Cheryl Downen, 10. Thank you. Mary Emma, 10. George G., you can see her swinging. And So says, whoever gets this precious painting is incredibly lucky. Well, thank you, dear. It's so beautiful. You are amazing. Oh, thank you, Barbara. So you can see why I wanted that blue. I wanted this, where is it? This blue, like the color of my shirt blue, because I knew it was going to be mostly a green painting. I'm really proud of those rolling hills. Where's the camera? There it is. They really came out like I got it. It took a long time for me to understand how to do that, but the struggle was worth it. All right, you guys. Very sweet painting. Thank you. Rachel Mary has bid $50. Woo, $50 bid. Got to get you on the board and give you the goat. Thank you. All right, you guys, it's gorgeous. Thank you, thank you. I love it. It's very rich in color, right? That was the whole plan. And I love, one of my favorite things about this painting is that I was able to capture this light area where the sun had broke free from the trees and all the stuff and actually lit up the grass. And that's how I was like, okay, if I'm going to do all this green, I'm going to have like spaces where the sun just drops in and lights that area. It's really so stunning. Well, thank you, Nikki UK. Let me take the logo down so that you're not looking through the logo. And let's move the bid down a little lower. We'll make it big. All right, you guys. Rachel Marie has bid $50 for this lovely painting. Now, I'm going to do my Betty Botter spill to get the bid up. So for $51, you could be the owner of Summer's picture. Now, let's see. Oh, thank you, Betty Carter. Thank you. Oh, look at all the goats. Thank you, thank you. Wow, that sky. I had to get it blue. That's why sometimes I have to work super hard and repaint because acrylic paints are actually see-through. And so if you want rich color, you got to paint forever. And you guys, something you should know, I always paint, see all the edges, even the bottom. All the edges are painted so that when it's hanging on your wall, and let's say it's hanging on your wall, you get that beautiful color, not some white line or a black line. It actually carries and wraps around to give you that 3D effect. Just something I like to do with my paintings. You do not need to frame this, but you can. It actually can just be hung up. You don't even need to put hooks or anything on the painting. You can. But you could just put 2 little nails up, make sure they're level, and then just plop it right on the wall. Now, this is an 8x10. Betty Cotter, oh my goodness, we got a bidding war. Oh, wait. Yep, we got Betty Carter bidding 56. Woo! Mary M had bid 55, and now we have Betty Carter. I'm going to give you both the goats, so 2 goats coming up. That is awesome. Barbara Selleck says, I think we should all bid on it and let all the money go to M and EC and let Mama D keep the picture. She works so hard. I don't want to keep the picture. I want somebody to get the picture that it belongs to, right? I want to share the picture. Mary bid higher. Okay. Mary bid higher. Oh, you're letting me know. Yeah, Mary bid 55 and then Betty Carter bid 56. Thank you guys for letting me know. Jennyville says, I am so sorry I hurt myself yesterday doing storm cleanup and was asleep. I'll be on replay. Oh, lovely. I hope you're okay. Thanks for tuning in, but get some rest and heal. Marianne bid 55, right. Good grief, right? Smudger, right? All right, you guys, should we do the Betty Butter? Okay. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it'll make my batter bitter. Can I get, whoa, I pinned the wrong thing. I did it wrong. Hold on. I screwed it up. All right, let's do it again. I got to be able to see the bid to be able to do it. Okay, this is for the painting. And we'll do this for a few more minutes, and then we're going to see who the winner is. All right. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. Can I get $57? $57? Otherwise, we're going to sell it to Betty. Betty is fighting for this painting. Isn't that awesome? And it's lush blue and green with summer swing. And it is summer swing, isn't it? Rachel Marie says, I started with you as you were working so hard for summer. I bid 60. We're up to 60. Thank you, Rachel Mary. Thank you. You get the go. We have a bidding war. Woo! I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you, lovely. It'll be well worth it. It will be well worth it. And I'll be shipping it out to the winner within just a day or two. Sometime this week. It'll be like not tomorrow, but the next day. Because I still have to seal it. And I triple seal it. So actually it would be, it's Monday. It has to triple seal. So it'll be Thursday or even Friday before it ships. But it will ship out, but I just have to cure it. It has to have 24-hour drying time before you can seal it. And then you seal it 3 times. I triple seal it, which takes 3 days because you can seal it, dry 24. Seal it, dry 24. But that way the painting will retain the color and the richness forever, right? And I use high quality, heavy body acrylics. So that's why I get such brilliant colors. All right, lovelies. Betty Potter bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. Okay, Betty says, I'm sorry, can't go any higher. Thank you, Betty, for making this so fun. Thank you, lovely. And your support, right? Betty Potter bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. Can I get $61? So she bought a better butter, put it in her bitter batter, made her bitter batter better. I'll be fine, just middle-aged and accident prone, says Jennyville. We got 60 from Rachel Mary. All right, you guys, going once for $60 to Rachel Marie, unless I can get 61. Going twice. I know YouTube's got a lag. So if you want in on it, time to put your bid in now. All right. Going twice for Rachel Mary for $60. We got 60 from Rachel. And going 3 times for $60. Sold to Rachel Mary. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you so incredibly much. I am thrilled that you got this painting. You have put $30, or what I'll do is I'll take the 60, and if it's $12 to ship to you, whatever's left is going to the National Center for Missing Exploited Children. If it costs me $30 to ship it, then 30 will go, and so forth. But we will put out a receipt in the next few days. In the meantime, can one of my mods kindly please put my email address in chat so that Rachel Mary can contact me and I can send her the little invoice, and then we'll go from there. You guys, I am so blessed. I am so thankful. Thank you for the $60 bid. That is incredible. And not only have we celebrated summer's beauty, but we have also spread the awareness for summer. We've done some good work today, you guys. We worked to bring in a few dollars for the National Center for Missing Exploited Children as well. Winner, winner, chicken. Wait, I gotta type it right. Chicken dinner. Thank you so much, Rachel Mary, for $60. Well, I better put the little dollar sign, y'all. Hold on. $60 winning. Oh, I can't type. And Rachel, if you would be so kind to use that email address, rubberducky2005, don't forget the 2005, at yahoo.com. Somebody has turned my air conditioning off, you guys. I am so warm. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You guys made it so much fun. Zoe says the bid started with Rachel and ends with Rachel. It was meant to be. Indeed. I always feel like my artwork ends up with the right person. I used to, not that long ago, I couldn't let go of my paintings. I would put so much of myself in every painting, and I still do. And then I got to thinking how wonderful it feels when I find out that the right person got the painting. There's just, like, it's a labor of love that we do with our artwork, but it's also so inspirational to know that you're inspiring someone else in their daily life, maybe to follow their passion. That's right. Congrats, Rach. JG George. Congrats, Rach. Hold on a minute. I got a cough. I'm about to have an asthma attack. It's so hot in here. Well, you guys have been amazing. I'm looking forward to our new channel, which is Inspired Canvas. We'll be doing a lot of work over there. I've already done several paintings. I did a snow scene. I did an ocean scene. I did summer scene. I did a river mountain scene. I'm trying to think what all I've uploaded over there. But yeah, we're going to be doing paintings every week. We'll have a featured painting for the week. It usually is a 2-part video for the painting process. And then we'll be doing the third video will be to auction it off. And that'll be each week. And then in between the lives, because those will be like this, all live, I'll be releasing like the part where something went really easy for me or hard for me that I learned from. So I'll be doing like little 15-minute videos where I'm like, here's how to paint here's how to paint a really blue sky. And instead of the whole live that you have to watch to get to that part, I'll cut that part out for a 15-minute video for those that want to try to paint or are painting and wanting to be inspired, or maybe they have questions on how to do it. And then there'll be, the first part will be like how to paint the clouds, fluffy clouds, right, on a blue sky. And then the next little 15 or 20-minute video will be like how to paint rolling hills. And then the final will be like the finishing touches of the foreground. Really finish up your painting. Because think about it, without the swing in the tree, this wouldn't have any character. And so those finishing touches really matter. And that'll be all going on the other channel. I will cherish my painting for Mama D. Yeah, I painted Jay Slater painting for you. I remember. I don't ever forget that kind of stuff. You guys have been so supportive and amazing. I am so blessed. I'm going to write down Rachel Mary's name. And I will watch my email in the next day or so. And then I'll be able to send you a little invoice. You'll pay that. Once that's done, I will after I ship the painting. So you guys, the receipt will be in a week after I ship the painting, because I got to know how much it ships for, so I know how much we're giving to the National Center. But watch our community post for that National Center donation that we're gifting. There is a lot of love that goes into the paintings, that's for sure. You guys have been incredible. Thank you so much for tuning in today on Little Summer Wells. I really do pray all the time for summer. I pray that the truth comes out. We need it so bad. Like, whatever the truth is, we need that for summer. I don't want to go my whole life wondering, where is this precious baby girl? What happened to her? I don't know what could have happened that they would have all of them, kept it quiet. That's a big clue. Why would Don protect Candace? He doesn't seem to. He has 7 alibis, and then he punches her in the nose right on camera. She certainly doesn't seem to protect Dawn, but yet they do protect each other when it comes to what happened to Summer. Why? And why did Fred Hill steal Summer Wells' bike? That has me. All right, my lovely, where am I located? Hey, Mystic Firefly, Wisconsin in the U.S. Are you in Canada or which country? I am in the United States of America. Thank you, Smudger. Thank you, Mama, my lovely sister mods. Thank our beautiful mods. And all you lovely chatters. Who's at my feet? Hold on, y'all. Somebody wants to say hi. It's Jackson. Oh, my gosh. He's such a big boy. Okay, quit kissing. Quit kissing. Let me talk. This is Jackson. You came through beautifully. Aw, thank you, Cat H. Everybody did a beautiful job. No. No. Are you my sweetheart? I eat your heart. All right, I love you guys. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you again very soon. Stop it, stop it.
From the dust I was born, to
Mommy
the
loves
dirt I
you.
shall
My baby.
return.
You my
When my eyes are
sweetheart.
closed in the shadows, my enemies will think that